And I just talked to the individual who just left, and he said he had caught one, but there was I guess a pretty good bite beforehand that folks were catching stuff on. But I came out here, I just got the fly rod, but I got a power worm on the end with a strike indicator, and well, I'm gonna see if maybe I can get something to strike here at night. Been a while since I've gone out here and fished at the evening bite, and see, it's about 8 o'clock right now. Getting a little chilly, and I put on a power worm, so I'm hoping that maybe I might get a hit with that. Who knows? And it's under a little jig fly hook that I tied a mop fly to, mop yarn fly, but I'm not really trying to get them on the fly. I'm mainly just trying to get them to strike on something. So hopefully they'll bite here. We'll see. So I'm just gonna kind of work it this way and that. In fact, let's go over here real quick. This is where I saw some folks that were doing pretty good the other day. So maybe they might be back over here. They stocked this December 4, so it's been a while. So we'll see. And it is a little chilly for yours truly, and I think this coming weekend it's gonna actually even drop more in temps. So we just have to play it by ear, okay? And I'm just gonna go with this power. I did bring some power bait, but I don't feel like using bait. I'm just gonna stick with this power worm and see where that gets us, or yours truly. All right. And I'm just gonna let it float here, and we'll see how it goes. All right. So yeah, doing a little fishing here in Texas, Bethany Lakes. See what the evening bite does. What they said earlier was there was some folks out here doing pretty good. It looked like they limited out. So the individual I talked to as I was coming in had caught one on power bait, and I'm just using a power worm right now, about maybe 3 foot under the indicator, and I'm really just kind of gutting it out and seeing what happens. So let's walk around a little and maybe spy maybe some movement here. I know in the past the lights were brighter, I recall, and you could actually see a little bit more in the water. Right now I don't really see much, so yeah. So let's see. Yep, this is it right here. Bending Lakes. This is that pier area that you kind of hang out in and maybe catch a fish or two. So just got the fly kind of resting there and right now. We'll see. All right, let's just kind of move it around. Maybe I need to go over here closer to where the bushes are. Let's see if that might work. Okay. It's kind of dark, but I'll just kind of describe what I'm doing. Just got a little strike indicator and a power worm under about 3 foot under the strike indicator, and all I'm doing is just kind of letting it drift along, and hopefully we might get one of these trout to strike here this evening. So we'll see. And while we're here, definitely opened up to any Q&A questions that you guys might have from some of the other videos I posted. Okay. Let's see. Maybe a little hard to see the action down there, but let's see. I think I can flip the camera around and make it to where you guys can see, but I think it might be a little tough for the audio, because I've got the audio connected to the phone, so I can't move about like I'd like to. So, oh, I heard something out there. Oh man, you can't see it. Oh shoot, heard something. Maybe I need to cast out further. Let me put this back on real quick. I know that the trout will tend to kind of fish more or tend to strike more on bait at night, as well as they will be actually going for some of these midges that start hatching. But I'm gonna see if I can at least get my fly out there. And oh man, I can't even see the indicator from this distance. Oh, okay, there we go. All right. So I just heard something moving about out there. So hopefully there's something. Howdy, howdy. Looks like Tiger Lily Flower is on. How does it going? Trying to see if I can get a fish or two before it gets too cold this evening. And I'm just fishing here at our local pond that got stocked about a week ago. And I'm fishing a power worm under a strike indicator, about 3 foot, and I'm just kind of letting it drift along. I did hear some splashy action, so sounds like there may be some movement out there, some trouties. Oh, we got more folks joining. How's it going? Yay fishing. Yep, yay fishing. Now let's do some catching. Okay, I'm just gonna drag this indicator along. All right, let me see if I can get it out there. Yeah, there we go, further out. Yeah, I may break down and throw on some power bait. I did bring that. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, okay. I brought some power worms as well as some power bait. Got my fly rod and brought flies, but it's night, so I don't really want to try fishing that bite. But okay, let's see. Here's what I got. I got some power bait right here, power bait or power worms, and let's see what else is in here. This is my backup dealie. All right, let's see. Here's the power bait right there. Oh yeah, there's the power bait. Maybe I should throw on some power bait. Yeah, maybe I'll put on some power bait. Action's kind of slow, so let's do that. Let's go and throw some. What state am I in? I'm in Texas, and I'm fishing for some trout. Let me pull out the power bait. Okay, it's this little dough bait that is a really killer on trout. I just was hoping I could get them striking on that power worm, because it's a little bit cleaner, if you know what I mean. This stuff is really, really mushy. I think I haven't even opened this one yet. Oh, I did open it. Okay. Well, it's still good. Oh yeah. That's all you do. A little dabble, do you? And let's see. Can't use any of that here. Oh, bummer. Yeah, this is Bethany Lakes. Okay. And some folks had been here just about, I'd say, an hour ago. One guy leaving had caught one on power bait, and he said a bunch of other folks earlier, I'd say about a little bit before he left, said they had just finished up getting their limits. So they must be still here. I just got to figure out what the pattern is. Looks like mixed Play-Doh. Oh yeah, oh it does. So there's the power worm. I'm gonna take that off and just put that off to the side. I'm just gonna mush it on to the fly that I'm using. This is that mop yarn fly that I put together. I'm hoping that this power bait will also get onto the worm itself, and I can just keep reusing it. All right, get it all mushy and everything in there. All right. Well, apparently some folks did, and I used to fish here at night, and we'd limit out, but I'd usually fish the bottom versus floating on top like I am here. But we're just going to go ahead and just toss it out there. All right, let's just toss it out there. All right. And let's let the fish do the work today. All right, so I'm just gonna lay this here and let's see what happens. Oh man, I'm already cold though. Woo! Chileans. Okay, I've got it here in the light. I heard some movement further out, so I'm thinking I might have to toss it out there a little bit further, get their attention. Looks like I'm the only one here tonight, at least in the last 15 minutes or so. So let's see how long I can last. I brought 2 deals of power bait. This is that one that's rainbow trout glitter trout bait. And then I've used this other one. I got this pink one that I like using also. Okay. You cut anything yet? Not this round. Hoping I can at least get a bite. But we'll see. All right, I'm gonna cast this one out a little bit further out. Okay, let's just take it out a little bit further. Yeah, bait's on there still. All right, that's where I heard them moving around, so a little bit further out. So let's see if that happens. Okay. It's a little fishy. It's kind of chilly though. Whew. I think I came out here years ago when it'd get cold, and I had this little heater deal, almost like one of those camping stoves, but it was a heater, and that helped, I guess. But I'm not so into the cold anymore. So yep, night fishing here. Let's see if we can get one to hit. Come on. Yeah, usually what happens is right at the tail end of the day, the fish start moving about, and you'll see a lot of water or surface activity, and you'll see them kind of feeding on this whatever's hatching, this little black midge-like thing. Sometimes it's a kind of light brownish color too, or cream color. Okay, you able to limit out on Sunday? Funny seeing you there. Oh no, I only got 2. I got 2, and then I just got too cold. I had to head back in, but I'm gonna try gutting it out this weekend. I heard there's some other places to go that they stocked recently. The one up in Pottsboro is usually a good one because not too many people fish it. And then I heard Van Alstyne just up the road here got stocked, or is getting stocked. I got to go look at the schedule and let's see if there's anything there. It's a new pond that I haven't fished before, so looking at what was I using? Oh, the 2 that I caught them on Super Duper, and they wanted a gold one. There was I tried white or rainbow trout. I tried silver. I tried this kind of pewter charcoal looking one, and then gold, as well as copper. And it was the gold one that they wanted. And in that case, I was actually sight casting to the school as they start boiling on top. And what they wanted that round was you cast to the school as they're boiling on top. You let the Super Duper kind of get in the mix, and you just let it flutter down. And as it's falling, that's when they were hitting it. I did some retrieves, slow retrieve, a steady retrieve, a countdown retrieve, and it just seemed that they really didn't want it other than that drop, sort of like a deadfall, I guess. And it does flutter, kind of little shake, side to side movement, and maybe that's what triggered them to bite. But this evening, it seems a little slow, and I'm not seeing much movement other than the movement that I heard earlier. Okay, let's just toss it out there a little bit further. Okay, neon green 1/8 Roosher is what helped me. Oh, nice, yeah. Little chartreuse dealie. What size was it? 1/8? Oh wow, 1/8. I normally go with a 1/16 ounce mainly because I'm casting that ultralight bait caster, BFS style fishing, but I do have some 1/8 ounces as well. Yeah, there was one year I fished out here, rooster tails, and they wanted this black rooster tail with a black blade. Yeah, and I was actually fishing on the other side over there. Can't really see it in the dark, but yeah, that was interesting. And then some of the years I came out here before these trees really got really high, I used to sit up on top of this one point here, and I could cast out, sight cast to the schools going by, and I'd be using my fly rod, and that was fun. Yeah, it's been a pretty good set of ponds here at Bethany Lakes over the years. It is getting a little older. Oh wait, they're right there. There's some movement. There's some feeders right over here to my left. Okay, just coming up there and kind of moving about. Let's see, 1/8, help me cast in the middle away from the rest of the anglers. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, and they were tending more in the middle is what I remember too. All right. Yeah, I figured things would have picked up because I think it got warmer later that day. This coming weekend, though, I don't know what it's going to be like. I heard it's going to be below freezing at times, and I don't know. A little chilly is a little too much for yours truly. I prefer some of that warm water stuff or warm weather stuff like that kayak fishing. I did rebroadcast a kayak fishing video where I went jug lining over there at Lake Lavon yesterday, or yesterday evening. That was a fun one to rebroadcast. I was really testing out some streaming gear that I had, and I was like, here, if I'm going to do a test, I might as well stream some video, and got some good engagement there. That was that one where I caught I think it was maybe like a 20-pound catfish, I think. Yeah, it was a fun one. Took the jug under. I had to take up my other jug lines, and then I took it to shore and landed them over there by the boat ramp. I think I posted my last YouTube shorts. If you go to that, you'll see it's, I think, like a 2.5, 3-minute one. You should be able to see that big one I landed. All right, it looks like it's going to be slim pickings tonight. All right, let me cast it out again. Let's go back further out. Maybe they're out there. Oh, man. But yeah, it was kind of promising when I came up. And one guy had caught that one trout, and he had mentioned that some other folks limited out beforehand. I suspect it was the evening bite. You know, the one right between the 5, 7 o'clock-ish time frame. They're kind of just really active, you know. Like right now, I'm not seeing much movement at all. I've had come out here in the evening on those cold winter nights, just kind of coming out here when it's really windy and hardly anybody's out. And I've cast some lures and have caught some out here, but they're more like onesie-twosies. Well, there's another one jumping over here to my left, right over here. Okay, well, maybe we need to cast in that direction. All right, maybe that's the key. Let's see. All right, let me just pop it out that way. Okay, let's see what happens. All right. Okay, I figured I'd give it like, 15, 20 minutes, see how it goes, and see if we can convince something to strike. And who knows, if it gets too cold, I may get back to the casa, and I still need to catch up on the Little Red Book of Fly Fishing tips, where I go through that Little Red Book of Fly Fishing, and I go over the different tips that are in there. Out there, another jumper way out there. And I just start reading through the book, a tip, call out anything that either worked for me or for others, and then move on to the next tip. Yeah, it's pretty good. Eventually I'll end up finishing the book. If you ever get a chance, just check it out. It's just yours truly reading through the book and talking about some of the fly fishing happenings. Calling out that particular tip in some cases. All right, I got it right up against the little brush that's over here to the left. Maybe something's lurking over there. What do you say? All right, come on, fishy, fishy. Okay, I'm just kind of doing a little shake movement to it. Maybe I convince something to hit. Okay, come on, come on, come on. No, not yet. All right, it is getting kind of cold for yours truly. Okay. All right, well, I just wanted to get out here, just kind of do a little fishing quick update, see what's out here, maybe give you guys a rundown on what I am seeing. But that said, we'll go ahead and oh, hi, ground fog. Hey, how's it going? Just out here trying to get a round of fishing in, seeing if I can get a trout to bite at night. Okay, and so far it's been no, denied. I'm getting ready to, I'm gonna get ready to shut down. I'll head back to the casa, and then I'll set up for the Little Red Book of Fly Fishing series. I'll just start reading through the book and maybe do some call outs as well if anyone has any questions that may come up. Oh. I think I just saw something move it. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Kind of shook a little bit. And I wasn't shaking it. Well, that may change a few things here. Let me kind of drag it slowly. Just kind of drag it ever so slowly. See if we can convince them to take it. No. Wow. So I've come out here when it's been crystal clear during trout season, and there's been times where I've seen 50, 60 bass. Some big, some small, just kind of lurking right here off the dock. You could see all the way to the bottom, and you could even cast to them. And every once in a while, you'll get one to strike. That's pretty cool. What is that? It's a turtle. Turtle over here to my right. Okay. All right. Well, I don't want to leave you guys bored since I'm not catching anything. But I will start up again here in a little, and I'm going to start up a Little Red Book of Fly Fishing episode just to get caught up on some of the stuff I've been tied up in the day job. But luckily, I got a couple of days here where I took some time off so I can get back to doing some really good fun stuff, which is, to me, doing a little fishing. And if I can't go fishing, I can at least talk fishing. All right, see you here in a little bit. Thanks for joining.